This episode of Where Is This Going is brought to you by Off the Grid, house of the vintage and handcrafted and created in secret. Off the Grid is located at 2863 West Shore Drive, apartment 114, here in Holland, Michigan. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and now open on Sundays, noon to 5. Off the Grid has everything you need, from a new style to a new glass piece for your smoking. Alex and Bruce down there have curated a great selection of vintage apparel and premium glass, and you can even grab a snack while you're down there. It's a really great vibe. The whole thing is, like I said, curated with you in mind. Let them take care of you down there. And if you mention the podcast, Where Is This Going? Tell them we sent you and get 10% off any merchandise purchased in the store. And please check them out. Off the Grid, located at 2863 West Shore Drive, apartment 114, Holland, Michigan. And back to the show. Have you had a long day on the disc golf course, or maybe just camping with friends and don't want to struggle in search of the perfect edible to elevate the fun? Well, Pearly Baker Edibles has you covered with their new and convenient day trip box and campfire box. Each one has just enough variety for any cannabis consumer's palate, and you can share with a friend or just enjoy alone. The day tripping box has the jerky and lighthearted lemonade, each medicated at 100 milligrams of THC. The Gone Nuts, which is a delicious sweet and spicy deluxe nut treat at 150 milligrams of THC, and the Fruit by the Milligram, delicious fruit leather with 50 milligrams of THC. And that's for like your normal day trip to a disc golf course, out with friends. And then there's the campfire box, which is the perfect s'mores kit. As the Coco Loco bar, which is 200 milligrams of THC, the Smoosh Mallow and Stoned Cocoa, each at 100 milligrams of THC, and graham crackers, perfect for that stoned s'mores. Pearly Baker Edibles are made with whole flower in small batches for your best experience, and they can be found on Instagram in storefronts across Michigan and with cannabis delivery services. Follow them on Instagram at Pearly Baker Edibles, and we thank you for being a sponsor, and please let them know that we sent you, and you can receive a free peach ring. The best thing what I like most about Pearly Baker Edibles is the play on the traditional snacks that we had as kids growing up, and you'll see that with your free peach ring if you tell them we sent you. So, thank you. Back to the show. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Where Is This Going, or your first episode of Where Is This Going. I am the host, Hunter Miles, and this is Where Is This Going, a podcast about artists we may not know now, but hopefully will soon grow to appreciate at the very least. And here at the Stooge today, we have three faces. We got too many people in this room. That's really what it is. No, we got a few faces here, and some may seem familiar, and you'll recognize them, I hope, because that means you watch these episodes.
That's right.
But also, one may be a new face, and that's mainly what we're here to talk about. So, in the studio, we have Steve from Riptide Tattoos, brother Jared, of course, and That Dead Poet, Jared Rios, Jared Driesinga.
Yeah.
You guys' names are too close together, and you're sitting next to each other. So, but thank you guys all for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Mainly you, Steve.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Sorry, no,
I feel honored.
I have to
X.
thank the real
That's right.
guests, meaning
Right.
first time guests.
That's right.
If someone
We're
comes
familiars.
if someone comes to your home, I mean, this is
An extension of your home.
I mean, this is a philosophical question, I guess, but it really just comes down to hospitality. If someone comes to your home and they've been there once or twice before, do you still consider them a guest?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But not like...
It's a dynamic shift.
Yeah, exactly.
It's certainly a dynamic
Once you
You
come
know,
back
I feel
to
more
the-
comfortable, hey, go ahead and open up my fridge.
Exactly.
That's right. The fridge, that's a privilege right
You know
there.
where the
That's
fridge
what
is.
it is.
Yeah.
Right. I was welcomed into someone's home and they immediately, I mean, this is, I think it's a sign of trying to be too welcoming, but also
That's how I am.
I'm not going to take advantage anymore. That's my past life.
Right.
That was a warning from the future for all of you who I have wronged. But yeah, people who just like your first time in their home, they're like, no, make yourself at home. Obviously, that's the go-to. But make yourself at home. If you need anything from the fridge, it's full. Pantries. Wait, you're showing me your pantry? My first time here. That doesn't make much sense.
I'll show you where the cups are.
Exactly. Mostly because I don't want to get up and get you one.
Right.
I also don't do it's your first time at my house. Here's the tour, because I don't need you to see all the shitty nooks and crannies of what we got going on here.
I don't think I did that with you. When
I
you
need to
came
keep
over.
it refined. You only go where I want you to be.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Everything else is dimly lit.
Exactly. I've only
Bathrooms in the hallway. There you go.
I've cleaned these spots, but I won't even show you those. It's literally just that. If you need to go in the house, we hang outside. But if you need to go in the house, bathroom is the only place you need to go.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I live next to the woods, so if you're a dude, go ahead.
Oh yeah. We only stay outside. Thank you.
Boom.
That was a bad time to take a drink. That's my bad.
Well,
poor hosting. Okay, but yes, like I said, we're here to talk Riptide Tattoos. Coming to, I almost said Grand Rapids.
Holland.
Coming to Holland.
Right.
It's on Holland.
Holland. Where in Holland?
We're off of Chicago Drive, so the same building as Workforce Staffing, corner of Walnut and Chicago.
Okay.
The address is 102 Walnut Street.
102 Walnut Street, and not many people know where Walnut Street is.
No, it's on the way. Actually, it's on the way into downtown. So if you pass the BP on your right, and then there's a sign place, the rental car place.
Yep.
We're right there, right past the Lover's Garage.
Yeah, so it's also near Russ's and.
It's before Russ's. So
Yep.
if you hit Russ's, you're too far.
Go between BP and Russ's.
Yep.
And you will find Riptide Tattoo.
Oh yeah, we'll have flags, and there'll be a bunch of people out.
Of course,
yeah.
Grand opening coming June 12th. That is the Saturday, correct?
Yeah.
Next Saturday.
This coming Saturday.
Yes.
Actually, yeah.
Yes, this episode will be coming out tomorrow, June 7th.
Dope.
Fingers crossed. But it will be coming out tomorrow. I meant the morning part, but I didn't mention that. So
sure.
I just put expectations on myself on accident. But Riptide Tattoos. And not only the grand opening is obviously for Riptide.
Yeah, but we're
so
sharing
much.
with the community. Try to get everybody else in. We're gonna have a couple performers. That Dead Poet's gonna be
Exactly. Brother Jared's gonna be there.
Brother Jared's actually hosting it.
Yeah, exactly. So.
This is
My question.
I'll probably this has been the conversation. Yeah,
Right.
so there's a little pressure. There might be some of my
Just like a song or
my
two.
new solo stuff might happen.
Yeah.
I might get my sister out there. So if that gives you
Nice.
any hint as to what track we might be performing.
If you guys have noticed any collaborations.
Cat might be out there. So yeah, we're gonna have Dose, formerly known as Micro Dose. I don't know, he stepped it up. Now he's Dose. None of that micro shit. Full Dose now.
Right, just as Lil Romeo decided to lose the Romeo,
Yeah, oh,
and
right.
Lil Bow Wow,
Exactly.
They said they're done with it. Micro Dose is no more
Yep.
micro.
Yep.
Hell
And
yeah.
so he's a friend of mine through my Elbow Room open mic. He used to come in there all the time and kind of just like get it going, and he was figuring it out. I think kind of what he was doing at that time, and now he says, man, he's like, you ready? Get ready for a difference. So I'm
Nice.
excited to see like where his confidence level is at, and what he's doing. And then we're gonna have my good buddy Jensen Smith. He's been in here
Right on.
before when we were
Yes.
promoting the
Also,
Lakeshore Bazaar.
congrats to Jensen and Emily.
That's right. Just married. So.
Yes,
Oh, nice.
just
Congrats.
tied the hitch,
Oh, yeah.
or I think that's what they call it.
Tied
Tied the
the
knot.
hitch,
Tied the
hitch
knot.
the-
Hitch
hitch
the.
the-
Yeah, I don't know.
So
They're travelers. They're hitching trail cars or whatever.
They
Yeah,
threw
it's
the
awesome.
cans behind it.
Exactly.
Just married.
Also, that'd be a beautiful sight. I want to see a train car go out, like when the couple get married. I want to see a train car go out, just pulling cans. Anyways,
Lovely. That would be fitting
That
for,
would be- yeah,
for
that'd be
Jensen. He's
hilarious.
traveling
Right.
on the trains. So, but then who else do we have out there? Mike Terpstra from Jury Folk.
Nice.
So they're like a little duo trio. Sometimes they're a trio, and like a folk rock thing. And so he's gonna be doing his. I really like when he does his stuff solo. He's like the main songwriter
Right.
of the group,
Right.
and so I like when he does his stuff solo. No slight to the rest of the band. They're all great, but
Yeah.
it's cool to see him kind of in that
Right.
kind of atmosphere. It'll be great. And we're gonna be doing the music right where the tattoos are happening.
Everybody's-
So it's
yeah,
gonna be like right there.
right up front.
and there's also going to be vendors and things like that there as well.
Yeah, we're gonna have vendors. We're gonna have MK Ultra, which
Nice.
She does a lot of like custom art stuff, some head shop type stuff, some ashtrays. And
If
things
you
like this.
guys checked out the bazaar,
Yeah, she was out there. Actually.
yeah, she was out there. Off the Grid is also going to be out there.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Off the Grid, of course, the sponsor of the show.
I hate you because you just looked so confused
So
when I
confused.
brought them up.
I'm
like, no, like we just confirmed it. But yeah. So I was saying that to say many people from that you may have seen at the bazaar, vendors and artists as such, also possibly at the Riptide Grand Opening.
Yeah, there's some parallels for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I'm host. I was involved in.
I didn't mean that to mean to be a slight.
You're trying to say that I just repeat myself over and over? No, there's just some cats that I love. Like,
What are you talking about? This
Dead
is your
Poet here, and I love
this
to
is
put
your
them on.
third time on
events.
my podcast. If anyone's repeating themselves, it's me.
Well, maybe I'm just.
Oh, you're
obsessed
bringing
with-
along new material.
Exactly. I mean, I'm hoping. I thought this was just Jensen with more tattoos. Really.
That's right. That's right.
I'm pretty covered.
Yeah, I was gonna say that'd take a lot of time.
Yeah, but speaking of parallels, we're gonna have Lionheart out there again.
Nice.
'Cause I love putting on Lavelle when I can.
Of course.
And that's a great streetwear brand. If you haven't heard of them, it's a Holland-based thing, and,
Yeah.
and you can get all sorts of sweatsuits, joggers, all sorts of cool stuff.
Shout out Lionheart
Definitely.
Clothing Company.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Lavelle Turner. Hell yeah.
We got found at the thrifts doing some thrift finds, like similar to kind of what Off the Grid does.
Thrift fund.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
So,
that's
yeah.
what Off the Grid is too.
Yeah,
a lot of
absolutely.
it. But I just realized what you were doing when you were turning your head. I thought you were thinking really hard.
That's how I think. I wind up.
He's got, he's
Boom, bring it in.
He's got the
I'm bringing
flyer
these
over
back
here.
From my memory, bro. You can put the flyer
You know, I
down here
should.
too.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything,
No,
you know.
I feel you, and I appreciate that.
But the music's going to be from 2 to 6. Yeah, like right there where the tattoos
Right
are going to
on.
be. We're going to have those vendors out there, though, all that good stuff. There's going to be raffles, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna raffle
Can't
off
go wrong with a raffle.
$1,000 worth of tattaoo gift certificates.
Look at that.
I thought you were gonna say it was
$1,000
tattoo
worth.
guns. I was like,
No, they're
Everyone-
called machines though.
Yeah,
People
tattoo
always call it.
machine.
It's a machine.
Yeah,
It's not
no,
a gun. Guns
no.
guns shoot things.
you hold it like a gun. That's
No, I
why.
don't. I have one
Like
that's a pen. Yeah, we've upgraded.
No, I think you need to hold it more like a gun because you guys are scared.
Bro, it's the shape of a pen.
You are, but you're already scary people. All right, so I need you.
Oh,
I need you to.
come on.
I need you to embrace the tattoos and start holding
Right.
things sideways,
Oh,
like
okay,
a
well,
gun.
That's
And-
gonna be it.
No, but then okay, now you brought this out.
Yeah.
Why is what is the connotation or what's the
The change.
I mean, what's the reasoning for calling it a tattoo gun? Did it once look kind similar?
Well, yeah, because of the shape of it.
But I've always seen it held like a pen.
Well,
like
yeah,
the way you're
yeah.
saying.
Well, the old school machines, it's basically you got your coil right here, and the needle comes out, and the rest of the machine sits on the back of your hand.
Okay.
So that's why. You
So
have to
then
hold
it
like
is.
that.
Oh, it's almost like a caulk gun.
It's like
kind
yeah.
of.
Well, it's like a gun, but holding it by the barrel.
Yeah, which is what I've been told is the best.
Way to shoot yourself in the foot.
I'm not a big gun guy, but I've been told that's the best way to handle a pistol.
Yeah.
That's how I like them to handle my pistol.
God damn it. Did we miss anybody
I'm gonna
else
put my
that will
hands
be
up
at
here.
this grand opening?
Well, I mean, yeah, we should definitely mention the
artists
shop
that are
artist.
actually
Yeah,
Yes,
who you
of
got up
course.
there, bro?
I've got my shop manager Matt Maldonado. Mm-hmm. He
Name
specializes.
sounds super familiar.
He
Maybe it's
used
just
to play.
a
He used to
Maldonado.
play. He used to play in a couple bands actually back
That's
in
true.
the day.
That's
you
true.
know,
He does
so.
great work though too. I can vouch for that. I got this Eddie tattoo, the Iron Maiden bass
Nice.
thing going on here
Absolutely.
from him. So he does clean work.
I got
Oh, yeah, and
this,
he's-
this
Scooby-Doo?
dream catchers from Matt.
Oh, that's from
Oh,
Matt
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Look at
Nice.
that. How
And
local is this?
This mic before my fiance touched it up, but she,
Right on.
she messed up the switch on it, but she didn't.
I don't know why you're throwing her under the bus.
She's great. She's
no
great.
one
She
on
just
the
didn't know.
no one on the video could tell that anything was messed up. So I want.
It's my fault.
Well.
I should have told her, but
Oh my gosh.
I'll apologize for it. I'm sorry.
but she's an incredible artist,
Yes.
and she'll be
Dope,
selling
yeah.
prints there as well, and
That's right.
T-shirts. I'll have Dead Poet shirts there. All new material,
Hell yeah.
except for like 4 or 5 songs, but
Yeah.
they're newer still. So
Lit.
Awesome.
And
Yeah.
other artists.
Yeah, we got Bretta Lindemuller. She has been tattooing for a couple years now, and she's got a great style, very smooth, clean line work. She actually does a really bitchin' job at doing caricatures.
Ooh.
So if you can, check her out. And then my apprentice, which is, she's now going to hear this for the first time if she listens to this, is now going to be made an artist.
Ooh.
And
News dropping.
yeah,
I hope
so
you're happy.
Her name is Kaylee Erickson, and she's done really, really well, over the past year learning and tattooing. She's definitely ready to broaden her horizons.
Right.
And then we got a guest artist from Screaming Needle, I believe.
Oh, yeah, out in
I'm not
GR.
yeah, out in GR. It's I might not be Screaming Needle.
I mean, that's where
but
it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's Nick Simpson. So he's got the
That name also sounds
he's got a awesome traditional style tattooing. He's gonna have pre-drawn flash there and everything.
nice.
So we're gonna be doing like I said, we're gonna be doing raffles. I'm gonna be raffling off merch. We got stickers coming in, all kinds of different swag.
Oh yeah.
The stickers are really dope, by the way. They're made by your tattoo artist, the
each
shop
artist,
artist.
Yeah, each artist did a custom sticker.
That's awesome.
And I haven't posted them
dope.
yet, so nobody's seen them.
That's so cool.
We're gonna get those out there. I got a couple different styled shirts. It's just gonna be a fun day.
So
we're gonna have pre-drawn flash there too. So
Right. So it's gonna be easy to pick a tattoo. Is
Oh
what
yeah.
you're saying.
Oh yeah. Hey,
You're not doing any-
I want that tooth.
Are you not doing any custom work on grand opening?
I'm probably gonna be running around in a fucking circle.
Yeah.
'cause,
Understandably so.
I haven't heard back from my food guy yet.
Oh yeah.
So if that doesn't happen, I'm gonna be the one cooking, which I don't mind.
Hey,
I'm gonna be doing tacos, so
Nice.
$1 tacos, and 2 tacos and a fucking soda for $3. Can't beat it.
Not at all. Yeah, that's the perfect deal, and also, hopefully, you can win a tattoo as well.
Oh yeah.
That's
Well,
June
I don't
12th.
need to win one.
Well, I mean, I don't think you have room for more.
here.
I was gonna say those cheeks look pretty open. You could probably fit a couple
yeah,
more
well,
on
you
the
gotta
face.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, see? Okay, and back of the neck. You have so much open space.
Yeah,
So much.
As soon as you open the palms, it's all about perspective.
there used to be beer me written.
Really?
Beer me. Was it just like that?
Yep.
Beer me. God, man. Tattoos are just so much more handy when it comes to communication. But that's June 12th. Is starting at noon or
Noon, yeah, we're starting
at noon. Awesome. And
Until
then
8 p.m.
nice. And the vendor or the music is from 2 to 6.
The music and vendors will primarily be in that 2 to 6 range
Gotcha.
for sure. So
Yeah.
get in there to check that out around then. And tagging on to what Jared was saying about having some merch and stuff like that. I know a few of the artists are definitely going to have some merch and some art and maybe some shirts, that kind of thing, and some
Bring
music
cash.
to buy. So
Bring cash. It's so
Yeah.
much
have
easier.
some
I mean,
cash. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Cash App, Venmo,
But I mean,
stuff like that.
when you're going to like a vendor market, if that
Or
makes
even
sense.
or even a venue.
Yeah, a venue, especially going to a show, going to a place where you know you're going to want to support people monetarily.
Oh yeah.
Bring cash. I always say it's easy. One, it's easier for you, but also it's easier for them to count and
Well, yeah.
and not have to keep track of
27
on the
different-
books
Yeah.
and things like that. I don't know. I can only speak for like local and independent artists who are selling their own merch, who a lot of them like to see cash because one, they don't have to pay taxes for it, and
Well,
I saw
Some of the
I
times.
saw like this meme or whatever the fuck you want to call it the other day, and it said something like it was somebody posted like. What do you do to report somebody who's getting paid under the table? And the response was, "You shut the fuck up."
yeah, exactly.
I gotta agree. In the entertainment
Absolutely.
business, I would agree with that.
Exactly.
Hardcore,
Shut the
man.
fuck up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But and so many. I mean,
They already got their hands in everything else.
exactly. So
What we're trying to
keep
say
the
is evade
government-
your taxes.
Exactly. Evade your taxes. Everyone go
I
off the
pay
grid.
my taxes.
And go to
What are
off
you
the grid.
Speaking of off the grid,
and only pay in cash. No, that sounds like a bad promo for them. You can pay with your card too. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying. But I say when it comes to supporting local artists, it just feels amazing as an artist to go home feeling the money that you
Oh
deserve.
yeah,
no
absolutely.
doubt.
Instead of looking at a number on your phone, you're
Exactly.
Like, oh, wow.
You're like, maybe I'll see this in about a week or something. Like,
yeah.
and
Oh,
yeah,
I mainly deal in cash.
Yeah.
At work anyway.
it's a
and
smart move.
Sure.
I think. Accountants may say otherwise, but I
I don't have an account.
exactly.
I don't make that much
Oh,
money.
they say I don't have an account. I was like, I don't have an account. We're just also Riptide Tattoo, cash only. But kidding,
Absolutely.
maybe. So I want to talk about why I'm not on this lineup. No, I'm kidding. Why?
Well, that's
put
because
some
you're gonna be
count.
sitting down getting a tattoo, right?
Hopefully,
there we go.
I got a birthday party that day. I think I can make it, but we'll see.
Just give you a smiley face, man, right here on your thumb.
No, I want another one on my thigh.
Okay.
Thigh tattoos are actually really weird to me, and
That's a tender spot. I
too
would imagine.
ticklish. It's ticklish.
Ticklish, yeah.
See, and I have,
Oh yeah.
just
Damn.
have one, like-
you got them everywhere, man.
yeah, you go all the way up the thigh. You're getting too racy for this podcast.
Well, it would have been racier.
Demonetized.
I would have just said, you want to see my big black cock.
I thought you were gonna say what would have been racier is this racist tattoo I have.
That's another thing that they won't do at Riptide.
Yeah,
no
we
racist
don't
to
do
hateful
any
tattoos.
Do you do racist cover-ups?
Oh, absolutely.
No, I mean like the cover-up has to also be racist. But
There's people out there that think about it.
If it's against a white culture.
I want to get my cross covered up with a swastika. Is that okay?
Right?
Oh my god.
Yeah, definitely. No, I saw
That's a lateral
somebody.
move.
Yeah, we had somebody get the lightning bolts covered up, but they covered it up with a 4-leaf clover, which is
Okay. All right.
the exact same thing.
Yeah, it really is. Or if they would have done like My Crazy Life at I don't know, something else gang related would have been funny. I think. I'd just like to see lateral moves.
Well, yeah.
in an
I mean,
effort
if you're
to be
gonna
better.
get the swastika covered up and get the Latin Kings logo
Exactly.
on the other arm,
No, I just joined a new gang.
I don't think it works like that.
It depends. I'd like to see, since we are moving into the age of more racially diverse people. I didn't say that to mean you.
Yeah,
I
you
meant
looked right at me.
I meant that to
What
mean
have you been saying?
us.
Yeah.
Because I'm mixed. What about you?
Yeah. I'm pretty much every race.
Exactly. So, and
According
you're the
to 23andMe.
and according yeah, I'm sorry guys.
I'm pretty dark.
Some other people
That's true.
that's man-made. Just like hate. But while some people may have thought you were the goal, society is telling us right now that we are actually the goal. To trying to fuck racism.
This is getting weird. Are we about to get beat up?
Look at you and look at me. You're not the ones getting beat up.
Oh no.
But I meant that to say
You gotta learn how to fight, bro.
I want to see. I wonder if there's more like mixed race racists, if that makes sense.
Well,
'Cause, I mean-
how could a black guy hate black people?
No, I mean I know how black people can hate black people.
What do you mean?
Hate some black people. But what I'm saying
That's
is
just hating people.
Yeah, exactly. It's just hating people. But I mean, like you said, once white supremacist who is now a Latin king, but that's only because he had the Latin king card before. He just wasn't enacting it. Because
Well,
he also
was
had
pretty white then.
because he also had this white card, and he was just like, no, this self-loathing thing. Anyways,
This is quite abstract.
yeah, it's just a concept that came to mind, and I'd like to.
It's a movie. I'd
Like to put it in
screenplay.
at
Clearly,
least a sketch.
yeah,
But
definitely a sketch.
any Jew moving
Satire.
forward. Speaking of, I have to say, love the Jews, but
Love them. Oh,
that actually made it sound more sarcastic.
oh man, this is bad news.
Anyways, I want to talk.
Spectrum.
I want to talk about Riptide more. But I also am kind of upset. I'm not going to get to it.
Should have threw some comedy in there.
Should have thrown some comedy in there. I mean, I'm not just saying why am I not on there, but I'm saying like why is my craft not on there? We appreciate you.
We're gonna have to
You know
ask
what?
Our,
I just
we're gonna
didn't
have to
really
ask our
comment.
host that.
I'm starting to. I might have a contact soon that I'm really gonna hopefully get an opportunity.
Hey,
for.
man,
I don't want to go
maybe
into
next
it.
year when we do the, like
The grand reopening after you guys get shut down? Oh,
The
right.
year
That was,
celebration.
that was shitty. I bought the shop last year, shut down 3 months into it.
I'm so glad. Okay, let's get into it.
Yeah.
So, Riptide, we are only just seeing we are only just seeing as a viewership and myself as the public. The public is only just seeing Riptide coming to the market.
Yep.
Coming to us. What has been the journey of Riptide and its conception? I understand that you were
It actually started out working. I started coming up here like 5 years ago.
From
Visiting
where?
California. That's
Okay.
where I'm born and raised.
hell yeah.
So I started tattooing out there. Decided to want to hit the road, check out a couple places. I've tattooed out in Washington, tattooed out in Arizona.
Hell yeah.
You know, made it up here to Michigan. And then just found I would make a circle, go visit everybody,
Yeah.
and fucking tattoo all my little clients. And sorry for the ones that I haven't been back to California for in like a year.
I'll make my way.
Yeah, I'll be back. Came up here, found Pure Addictions. I actually
Yeah.
walked into pin cushions,
when it was.
Yeah, but it's now Studio 17. So,
Right. Downtown Holland. Shout out.
Yeah, they. He's like, I'll get back with you, and I was like, he's like, I'll get you in like 2 weeks.
He was
I
looking
like,
for a chair.
Yeah, I was like, I need work now. So walked into Pure Addiction, showed them my portfolio. They were like, oh yeah, you can start tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
So I was out here visiting my uncle for like a month, and I was working every day.
Right.
Then take off for a couple months, come back for a couple months, and just started making that round. And about 3 years ago, I decided, it's time to sit down and, grow some roots.
Right. So when did you start coming out here?
2015.
2015.
Yeah,
so
August of 2015.
Nice. So about 3 or 4 years of just kind of making the
running
rounds
around,
and stuff.
Yeah. And then finally, came in, settled down. This is where Michigan's nice.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not California.
I like it because of the weed and
I love
and
the
then
weed here, too.
California
California's weed is even better.
Exactly. I'm saying, so coming from someone like this sounds like I'm placating to Michigan, but I really mean this until I think about it more. But Michigan, I love Michigan for the weather sometimes. Like the summers are amazing. The water here is great, and we just have the proximity. It's awesome. And the weed here
is getting way better.
But also has been great for as long as I've been smoking weed.
Right.
So California, really, the only thing they have on us is just better of what we have decent of.
Yeah, but
That's-
the only thing I miss about the beach or California is the beach, honestly, and then my family, of course.
So have you been out to the Holland beaches? Or
Yeah, I've been. Yes, definitely.
Are you saying they don't compare?
No, they don't. There's no waves
Wow.
out here, bro.
Wow.
There's no waves.
That's
out
really
here.
I
sad
wanna
to hear.
fight.
So you're basing the quality of our beach on
The water.
our lack of ocean?
Yes.
I don't
Other than that,
I don't respect that.
Other than that, this place is wonderful.
Can I ask what makes the ocean better than because the Great Lakes?
The size of the waves, probably.
Oh yeah,
Is that really what it is?
Seismic
Absolutely.
activity.
I surf.
I can see that. Okay, yeah, I can see that.
I think it might be the Riptide.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Out here,
We also have a riptide in our lake, but
Yes, there is.
But still.
Yeah, yours kills a lot
How
more
dare
than the
you,
beach.
dude?
is it really? I wouldn't doubt it. I think people just venture out further in the lake because they
Yeah,
hear.
you're supposed to swim
lake.
parallel with the shore.
Dude,
Just put that out there.
Yeah, just, hey, I'm not a lifeguard, but I will let you know.
I've been
a
in the water
common
plenty of
fact.
times.
Yeah, hey, we're just trying to go out as deep as possible.
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't go out as deep as possible by swimming parallel with the shore.
Yeah, but if you
That's
get
all I'm
caught in a
saying.
riptide, you have to swim parallel.
Yeah,
with
but
the
some
shore.
people get caught up in the fun, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They get caught up in the fun and then the riptide. And you
yeah.
know it's all bad after
Right?
that.
Well, it's killer, and that's why I named the shop that.
Hell yeah, because it's killer, dude. It's a killer name. So 3 years.
That's how the name came about.
Right. Because I thought, man, these riptides are taking a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
So killer. So 3 years ago, you decided to settle down, grow some roots, maybe.
Oh yeah. I built a great clientele. You know, Paul and Tammy decided that they wanted to get out of the business. Pure Addictions has been around for 10 years.
Right.
You know, and they're like, either we're gonna sell it or shut it down. I was like, well, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Versus me having to go look for another spot to work and
Exactly.
redirect all my clientele in
And
another
then-
location.
And then if that doesn't work, you have to start the circle again. It's just like, oh, so I'm just going to go back on the road?
That ain't gonna happen. I
Yeah.
got a kid. I got 2 kids and a fiance now, and a third one on the way.
Hell yeah. Shout out Kid Gang.
Right.
Yep.
We're all parents here now.
That's true.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Besides with limiting the travel, now life could have been doing that as well.
Oh yeah.
And just growing older.
Yep.
But how else has having children, I guess, kind of shaped your business and or artistic endeavors?
I do a lot more drawing at work.
Yeah.
Instead of at home.
Well, my home life is a lot more distracting. I wouldn't say chaotic, but
Wait till the kids go to bed at like 2:00 in the morning.
Oh, my
I got
goodness.
a 2-year-old that just
Yeah.
won't go to bed unless
Yeah,
we're in
yeah.
there. And No, but honestly, I mean, it's made it to where I look at my business a little bit differently too. You know, because I know I have an artist who has children as well.
Right.
You know, and I take that into consideration. Where he's like, "Hey, man, can I come in early and leave a little bit early?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, that makes perfect sense."
And I've
Very family oriented too. You know?
Hell yeah.
That's how I've always been. So
And I think when it comes to artists, especially, but having to independently juggle that struggle, when it
Bars.
yeah, I
I was
know.
thinking,
right?
Don't steal it, or at least credit me. But having to juggle that struggle of like, I love these two things so much.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I love my children, or I love my family. I'll say I don't have a significant other. I don't give a shit. But I love my family so much. But I love this passion so much, and I will do whatever I can to push both forward.
Absolutely.
Oh, we can all relate to that in this room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
Yeah.
But
My kids drawing all the damn time too. On
Exactly.
the walls, on the
See?
floor.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Whatever
which
they
is
find.
inspirational at times. But it can definitely be difficult when you want to create, and especially when now you're opening a new business.
Yep.
But I'll talk to Jared just real quick, just because newest child. How have you found that struggle to be difficult to juggle? Especially with, I mean,
We were just talking about trying to
Yeah.
get mixing sessions.
Yeah.
in.
yeah, it's small intervals of working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On music, and then, I don't even know. I've rehearsed my
It's all a
set
blur.
once.
Right.
I will say
Yeah.
that I have a 45-minute set that I'm gonna do. I've rehearsed it once, and like,
I
but
felt-
I got every word. So
right, and you felt good enough about it. You're like,
Yeah.
all right, but I don't have time to do it again.
Yeah,
So no, this is
exactly,
good. I got it.
exactly.
Right.
But when it comes to, I mean, drawing is usually drawing new material, drawing new.
Like art, like actual,
Yeah, okay.
like so like me doing like a gallery piece or drawing.
Right.
Excuse me. I very rarely get time for that.
Yeah.
You know, just because there's kids running around.
But it's something
all the time.
But
you know?
perfecting something that you're already working on for a client.
Yes,
or,
absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm always
that's
drawing
like,
the night before,
yeah.
or the
or I got to
morning
get into
of,
the
or-
studio.
Yeah, I gotta, yep.
Early.
Sorry, sweetheart.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know?
sorry. No, you got.
She's like, why do you got to be in there at 9? You don't open till 11.
Because this was, but this is an established obligation.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing. When it comes to starting new stuff, starting new projects, new music,
It's
like
so
a new
much
writing
harder,
project,
yeah.
exactly.
So much
Now,
harder.
I'll go to Jared. You don't have any new kids though, so
He's been doing this for a couple of years.
yeah. How old is
I'm
how old
OG
is
in
your
that game.
youngest?
The youngest is 5.
5.
So he just did that stay-at-home
Same as my oldest.
kindergarten thing this year. So I
Right.
was doing that, and,
Yeah.
and so I'm like helping out with math, going to do some mixing, helping out.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm not a teacher, man. I am so not that. People have asked me to like do music lessons throughout the years, and I just don't
Right.
have the patience for
Yeah,
it.
definitely.
I just am like, I can do it. Why the fuck can't you do it? Like that's
Put your
all,
finger here.
That's where I'm at. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So I'm just
No.
not that guy.
Now
So
just remember that here is that note, and just
Yeah.
get that.
just, I know it.
That is my biggest thing of being a parent. Too.
Yes. Oh,
but
dude.
also when I was tutoring and mentoring, it's like I got this,
Yeah.
which means I was once a child and I didn't understand much, but now I get this.
Oh, yeah.
So why can't you also get this?
Well, sometimes you got to think about it too. Though.
Yeah,
you
it's-
know, you got to
it's
kind of
like-
regress and think about, you know,
How long has it been?
How long did it take me to really get this? Hey, Dad.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
call your dad.
How long did I understand?
Yeah.
How long before I understood
Apparently,
this?
I was better than I thought.
Right, god damn it. I'm actually a smart kid. So why is my son not getting it? No, so for your youngest, I mean, for any of your children, especially going through school and trying to help them,
Yeah.
did it, I don't want to say hinder because children should never be looked at as a hindrance, but did that
I mean,
Everyone's looking around.
my child I should never look at as a hindrance. Your kids are annoying as shit.
Burn
But I will say, did
they're delightful burdens.
did that delightful burden ever like just hinder the new creativity trying to spring, or did it even not even?
Are you saying,
have an
do I
attempt?
ever imagine what it would be like if I could just be a musician and just have an apartment and just they would shut the fuck up.
if I was just alone and abandoned didn't have any of my children,
Just get a good guarantee and run away on it.
right. But no, it's really what I'm aiming at is the developing new things, working on new ideas, developing nooses. I believe comes a
That's
hobby.
illegal out here, isn't it?
I think it's actually a hate crime, depending on where you leave it. Where you leave it.
No, are you asking kind of like, is there pressure when you get to the point where like you're adding more responsibility and pressure to yourself because you're taking on a new endeavor? Is that kind of what you're getting at? Like,
because I know it's hard for me to write new material. It's hard
Sure.
for me to write new. When I was writing poetry or whatever, it's hard for me to do new things.
Yeah.
While balancing, or like while I'm in the throes of this other thing. Also, that sounds like the throes of passion, which sounds sexual, but.
Yeah, don't touch your kids like that.
oh my god!
Please no, didn't think it needed to be said, but we will say it.
And also, the sky's blue, water's wet.
But do you think it's hard to do new things when you are struggling with other new things? I'll say
I
that.
think my problem is trying to. I think I keep. It's hard for me to stay away from the new things, and fortunately, I have a partner that really supports me in a lot of that. So she has my back a lot. But I think those new things, I like sometimes have to get lost in them.
Yeah.
So I'm the kind of guy too who needs a million projects going at once.
Yeah.
But
Always spinning
I got to get
plates.
better at balancing all that because sometimes I do just like with kids, and then also just art.
Something gets left on the back burner.
Yeah.
I mean, kids let alone that, but then with the art, like I got like I'm trying to do like different types of video content,
Right.
music stuff, but I mean nowadays you got to be a brand and do that. So I'm
Exactly.
playing around, but at the same time I'm just the kind of guy who if I see something and I like it, I kind of want to have a little taste of it, see if it's for me, at least try it out.
I'm gonna dabble in it. Yeah.
So just having that partner and I just I'll try a lot of things, but if something doesn't stick and if it's just not working out with the family life or whatever it is, or it's just not resonating the way it should, then I'm glad that was empty.
Yes.
But then I'll just move on and I just stay with the things that really stick and seem to click.
Right.
And so you can find those things that I think fit into your groove and where you can find those windows of time and
Right.
But the balance isn't always easy. Not to say that either, but
To speak on just really quick, I don't want to interrupt.
Go ahead, man.
To speak on just really quickly what you said, like finding things that stick.
Yeah.
That was the. I don't know how religious any of you are, but it's something from the Bible that has always stuck with me. Like you will know if it is of God because it will last.
Sure.
And whatever is your God, but for me, really, God is just the God. I'll say is just the is the universe, is is destiny or what, and you'll know that it's in it's in your destiny or it's in your will if it sticks. Exactly.
Yeah.
So whatever I throw my life at, whatever I throw my time into, if it turns out to be profitable and it's something that lasts, well, shit, this looks like something that was supposed to be there.
Absolutely.
And so, completely changing the subject now, I want to go back to Jared. So, with your child, do you think it'll last? No,
The life? The child?
I mean, your guys'
father
relationship. How do you?
No, seriously though, the other day he was sleeping in the swing and he was quiet. I knew something was wrong because he was quiet. And I look over, he's slumped over, and I pulled him up, and he was like, and, but like he stayed asleep.
That'll
though.
shot
Right.
my heart.
But
too.
Yeah.
legit, my heart fell in my
Yo,
stomach.
I mean, there was always times when my son was super young, and I'd walk in, he's on his side or on his stomach. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's just as an infant, just flipping him over. What are you doing? Like they're supposed to know. Like if I turn this way, I'll stop breathing.
Oh yeah, my kid covers his head with his blanket.
Yeah.
And he's been doing it ever since he was born.
Definitely remember doing the breath check under the nose a lot when they were little. Like, I just gotta know. Just make sure.
I always joked about the mirror thing until my son was about 1.5. I'm like,
They sleep in odd positions. They sleep in odd positions at that.
Yeah, to where it looks like rigor mortis. But
I recently had to do. We were eating like some kind of brats or hot something circular is what it was. You know,
Okay.
the danger zone kind of food.
yeah.
So, and our youngest, the 5-year-old, Binks is his name. He was chowing down and ate too fast, whatever. And I had to do, and I've had to do this a couple times with my kids over the years. Is like the finger sweep.
Yeah.
thing. Dude, that
Yeah.
is you
I've
just can't,
had
you don't
to-
even think, like it just happens. Like
Yeah.
before I know it, my finger's down.
One finger, and it's cool.
And they don't even bite either. Because I did it to my niece. She was sitting on my lap, you know, facing my
True, that's
sister.
a good point. You think they have the
Yeah.
instinct to,
Yeah.
but no, they're ready for
She's
you.
sitting facing my sister, and I've she's
want
choking
it.
on a chip,
You're
and I
fish hooking her.
Yeah, they
Came
want
right
it.
out,
They
yeah.
want it, man.
But
Do
at
not
least they
say
don't
that.
At least they don't bite.
Exactly. At least they don't bite. But also, yeah, and one, I just think it's cool how long our fingers are. But two,
Comparatively to the child, yes.
comparatively to their esophagus.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
we could just we just reach in with one, maybe two, sometimes fingers, and just pull things out of their throat.
It's frightening,
and
bro.
Continue them to life.
Right.
But I don't want to miss out on your perspective on this.
This is
especially
stuff
with
you're
a
gonna
new
look
child.
forward to.
But yes, and especially
God.
with a new child, you can use your pinky right now. But when it comes to writing new stuff, have you been trying to write new music recently at all?
Yeah, I got
Well, yeah,
probably
you just
like
said.
4 different things that I'm writing right now. But like that's probably the hardest thing is trying to like actually write lyrics.
Right.
Like writing instrumentation that I can do like here and there, but like when I'm writing words,
Focusing
I
on
like
words.
like I've always, you know, I've been like single pretty much my whole life, so I've always just like sat and wrote until like the song was done. Like it
And
didn't
it's-
matter if the sun went down and up and down.
It's
you know,
so
like,
much
I've-
easier to write. I mean, this is speaking from another writer. Like, it's so much easier to write, and comedically for me, it's really easy to write when I am sad or like just alone,
Right.
especially. But it's a vibe, and especially if
Do
you've
you
seen
guys
any of my
actually
comedy,
pull
it's a
like
vibe.
inspiration from your kids during?
Yes.
Yeah?
I
A lot of
actually
it
did-
from
lately,
parenting.
for
I mean,
sure.
all of my jokes, like comedically, are almost all observational, but from observational and anecdotal. It's
Yeah.
all from my family or my life and what I'm observing. So while going through new things or like new changes, new children, new relationships, or new businesses,
Absolutely.
like while all these endeavors and adventures can be so rife with experience and material, like as a comedic writer, I sometimes can't focus enough on all of it that's going on.
You just pick a section of it.
I pick on what's affecting me most, what I'm dealing with the most.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so, which is why, like, I have been focusing more on, like, sadder stuff because that's what's been affecting me the most because I've been in, like, a lower part of my life where
It's your blue period.
yeah, and I was literally just talking about this last week and whatever. You get into recap, but it's so much easier when you're in the lows of life. Like, and I may see, or some people may see having a child as a high of life. But I see it as a low. I'm kidding. No. But when you're in those lows of life, those valleys, if you will, it's really easy to see like how you got into that valley because you can see the hill down. You know,
Oh, yeah.
you can't see the top of that hill anymore where you were up on the top, and you can't really see the next peak that you're going to get to. But you can see your way up to that next peak. You can see what you need to do to pull yourself out of that valley, and that's where I've been sitting in kind of. So I am. When you're low, it's a lot of time for more reflective things, and I don't.
Absolutely.
And I don't see starting a new business or having a child
As
as
being a low
lows.
point, yeah.
So
Well, it's,
this is my message to just say, hey, reflect on this right now.
well, you know, like my mentor told me, you know, when I started my journey doing tattoos, my grandfather just passed.
Right.
Like right in the beginning of my apprenticeship. And my grandma ended up getting cancer, and it was just like all within a short span of time. My mentor looked at me, he's like, dude, what's bad for your heart is good for your art. And
That's-
I like that.
where
That's
it
so.
went.
And I will shout out Alex Plotkowski for a phrase that he had coined to me.
That was Angel Ramos.
Angel Ramos. Hell yes. Shout out Angel Ramos. We'll put his Instagram handle here. But Alex Plotkowski had brought up. I don't know if he coined this phrase. He had brought it up to me this week after, or this past week after most of my material that I've been doing. Like I said, has been sad boy type shit. But just I've been killing with most of it.
Nice.
So if other people can laugh from my sadness, that's literally all I've been trying to do.
Laugh at my pain.
Laugh at my pain, Kevin Hart. It's
but
actually
once you get
trademarked,
that-
damn
once
it.
Yeah, but once you hear them laughing, doesn't that kind of uplift you a
Exactly.
little bit?
And
Yeah.
a lot of it is just seeing other people's joy from your pain makes it, I don't know, it puts in perspective how much you shouldn't be hurting at it if it can bring joy.
Sure.
But weaponized sadness, Alex Blakowski. That's what I was getting
Shout
to.
out Alex, great local comic.
Yeah,
Michigan area
great
comic.
looking comic. That's
Great
all.
local,
Oh.
great looking.
That's a great looking
I mean,
comic.
he's not a bad looking guy either.
But yeah.
I don't think it's as scary as me though.
But what's bad for your heart is good for your art. I love that, and I will couple that with weaponized sadness. Because I mean, to me it seems the same,
Yeah.
and also not all that's quote unquote bad for the heart is sadness. It can
No,
be
not
anger.
necessarily. Yeah,
it can
absolutely.
be mania, but that's usually a mental issue. But
We're all a little crazy though.
right. Actually, I'd like to think that everyone's a little bit racist. It was a song that I heard on Avenue Q
Yeah.
in middle school, and it just keeps coming back to light for some reason. But I didn't also.
Is that like
wasn't-
everyone's a little gay, like it's a sliding scale?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
all right.
racism is a spectrum. But I also didn't mean that
Agreed.
to say that you guys are racist.
So let's figure out where we sit.
Exactly. On this
I'm not
racism,
that
File a
gay,
little
so-
quiz, a little questionnaire here.
So I'm not that gay, so
so
screw it.
so you have to be much more racist. That's what I'm. Okay. All right. So your mentor.
Sorry. That was
No, because I wanted to go back further. Angel Ramos was it?
Yeah.
Angel Ramos was your mentor getting into tattooing, but
Yeah.
you were obviously already an artist before that.
yeah, I've always been able to draw.
So-
like, shoot, ever since I can remember, picking up pencils, tracing, coloring
Doodling.
books over the windows to make more pages of the same one
Okay.
and try to color it differently. I've always been able to do stuff like that. So when it came to tattooing, it had to be perfected.
Right.
Because I'm putting this on people's skin and
Yeah.
everything else.
So it's all about not only your hand, but like the hand technique, and not exactly what
Different types of
the
skin,
art. Yeah.
different type. You're learning a lot more.
Right.
Because when I first started out, honestly, I was tattooing my buddies and everybody out of the house, and I was fucking people up left and right.
That's where this tattoo came from. I didn't say it was a fuck up,
Nice
Anthony,
little house tattoo.
but it was a house tattoo. Yeah, from friend of the podcast, Anthony Eves. Check him out. Living life up in
Right on.
Las Vegas right now.
But yeah, it's just like So I went in there and down the street, I was helping my grandparents, and I moved in with them to help them out because they were getting older and everything.
Right.
And I had just got out of the Navy, and we're going to the tattoo shop down the street and give them my phone number, show them my artwork, and they're like, "Oh yeah, cool, we'll give you a call." I walk out, they throw my phone number away.
Yeah.
And they did that for like a month. And finally, I came back in with $100, and I was like, "You can tattoo whatever you want on me, man." And he's like, "All right." So I ended up with a Frankenstein's monster.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Was that wasn't your first tattoo?
No,
though?
that wasn't my
Yeah.
first tattoo. My first tattoo, I was 18.
18?
Yeah, that's a legal age in California. Which
Okay,
Also,
well-
putting it out there, I don't tattoo minors at my shop.
So good, duly noted, and actually must be legally noted.
It is,
But-
it is legal here.
Yeah.
It's legal to tattoo
I was gonna
minors
say,
here
with-
with
you can?
parental consent.
I was just gonna say,
What
so
age?
you can't do that in California? 'Cause
No, not
my
at all.
My sister, I think, got one of her first tattoos when she was like 16.
Yeah, you
Wow.
knew. It's up to artist discretion out here, honestly. I've gone as far as this girl. When I first came out here, and I followed the shop owner's rules.
Yeah.
I tattooed a 15-year-old, and I was just
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, this is awkward. I'm not gonna do this."
This is weird because
Yeah.
I'm usually trying to hit on my clients.
No. We don't do that.
Yes, of
Married
course.
man over
It was
here.
a joke. It was a
We
joke.
don't do that
It was a joke.
anymore.
And none of the artists, at my shop do this. Riptide Tattoos is a Safe space.
Safe space. That's
It
right.
actually
I mean,
is.
I meant,
It is,
I
but
we
meant
cool
try
people
to
there.
we try to be as
Yep.
accommodating as
right.
possible.
I'm in sexually harassment speaking. It's you don't have to worry.
You might hear some weird shit though.
Okay.
It's a tattoo shop.
It's a tattoo
Hunter.
shop.
Not about the tattoo shop. At the tattoo shop.
We don't mean to say locker room talk.
Yeah.
That's not where we're going with this. Not quite that, but tattoo
Worse.
shop talk.
Yes,
It's
of course.
worse.
It's worse, some might say, just because it involves everyone.
Less
Oh, yeah.
sexist though. Less
Yeah.
racist.
Oh, yeah.
By a degree.
Right, by a degree.
It's a sliding scale.
What? Amen. It's a spectrum.
Yeah, that's right.
So you got a tattoo
Yep.
to try to win over.
Angel to get my apprenticeship,
That's
and
the
then
move,
finally he
man.
was just like, "All right, you can start coming in." And I did my apprenticeship in about 7 months. There was
Really?
4 of us there doing an apprenticing at the same time, and I'm the only one who finished it.
Really?
And I was just like, "That's great, yeah."
And where in Cali were you from?
Riverside.
Riverside?
Yeah.
Nice. So I say nice. I know it's somewhere near LA.
About 45 minutes away.
Is it LA County or no?
No, Riverside County.
Well, fuck me.
But yeah, they butt right up next to each other.
You know what? I'm
45 minutes without traffic.
I'm
but
still
that'll
feeling
never,
better.
you'll
I was
never
gonna
be there,
say
yeah.
so 2.5 hours
Yeah.
today, but
It's 45 minutes out here.
yeah, I was gonna say 45 minutes on an open highway. So from Riverside.
Yep.
When did you start that apprenticeship?
I was 24. 23,
How old are you now?
24. I'm 34 now.
34. So
Yep.
it's been about a decade.
Yeah, it's been about 8 years,
Mm-hmm.
so roughly 9 years. So
I know the last 3 you've been
yeah,
basically
just
out here.
running
Yeah.
around doing whatever.
Right. Damn. But I mean,
And here I've been here for 3 years.
Yeah.
like solid 3 years.
Hell yeah.
And then I go back to California like once or twice a year. Go out there and tattoo my friends and
Hell yeah.
whatnot. I'm gonna be doing that at the end of this summer.
nice.
I didn't get
Why
a
the
chance.
end of the summer?
Well,
Just because of all this going on.
All this
Yeah.
going on. Summer out here is nice. California summer lasts a little bit longer. So
That's
if
what I
I
was
go
thinking.
out in September, out here it starts to kind of chill off.
Mm-hmm.
Out there it's still 90 degrees.
Hell yeah. I say anywhere you can go. I think I've talked about this on the podcast before, but anywhere you can go to just keep prolonging your summer, do it. I don't know why. Did we talk
That's
about
why they
this
call
about
it the
living
endless
in
summer.
warm
Haven't you
weather?
ever seen that
I think
movie?
so.
Surfing movie, Endless Summer?
Yes,
That's all they did
Oh,
was
no,
follow
I
the
was-
summer.
I was thinking of fuck me, why can't I remember it? Quick.
Point Break.
No. Great one. I was thinking about the Bethany Hamilton movie. God damn it.
Oh,
Is it just called Surfer Girl? Because that'd
I
be
think so.
awful
I
if
know-
it
I know
is.
Surfers?
Soul Surfer.
Soul Surfer.
Dang it.
Is it the one with the shark attack?
Yeah, where
Yeah.
she loses an arm. She's
Yeah.
got like 3 kids now. She's
Bethany
still a pro.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
Super great surfer. Also, it's a shame about that arm. But God damn it, why'd you guys let that
It's been so long, I think she forgot about it.
why'd you let that fall? I needed the laughs way sooner. But so you started about 8 when you started as an apprentice, and even before the owners of Pure Addictions were looking to sell, were you
Planning on branching off on my own.
did you ever see your own
Absolutely.
shop coming?
Yeah, that was. I mean, it happened a lot sooner. I wasn't gonna
Yeah.
be planning on doing this for like another 3 years, you know.
Shit kind of falls
But
into your lap,
it
though.
just, last year we ended up getting it, and I'm actually business partners with my dad.
Nice.
But
I say nice. I don't know how it goes. But
He's a silent partner. He's not here. He lives in California. He'll
Right.
be up here for the opening though, and
Nice.
he hasn't seen the shop in over a year. But yeah, we're rebranding and everything, and it's nice. We got we added new people to the crew. I'm still looking for another artist or two.
Nice.
So
Hell yeah.
it's actually in a really nice little location too. We're actually pretty busy.
I mean, it's
steady.
good traffic.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's no way you can't if you're driving through Holland.
Yeah, I mean, you're heading to downtown. and
Exactly.
we're
There's
right
no way
there,
you
right on the
can't see
left.
it.
It's a blue building.
Yes, it's a blue building on the left. Right? Is it right by Workforce?
We're in the same
Workforce
building.
now.
Connected.
We're in the same boarding or the same building. We're just
And they have a sign with like
neons above it. Yeah.
neons and like electronic lettering and stuff. You'll see it.
Yeah.
That's Workforce now, not
Yeah, my
other
sign's
side.
gonna be like right below it.
So if you look for the words, look for us right under
Yeah,
it.
Not
I
to
have a
mention we'll have
flag
tents
out on
out
the
there,
corner. I have a
flags,
flag
yeah.
on the corner
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Yes.
Too.
Yeah.
And that obviously June 12 p.m. That's perfect. Just because I almost
I
forgot.
don't like getting up early.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there at 9 anyway.
Right,
so
you say that.
I'm not gonna be
but
sleeping.
June
Be up cooking all
12th
night.
at noon. Do you have it? Yes, I got the address.
Yep.
There
I'll
you go,
say it,
man.
guys.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
this.
It's 102 Walnut
Perfect.
Street, Suite B.
102 Walnut
Sweet
Street,
B.
Suite B, right next to Workforce
Yep.
now. In Holland, on your way to downtown, right off of Chicago Drive. Also, there's a liquor store right around there.
Yeah, it's like right. It's
Yeah.
like the next street over.
That's my favorite
Yep.
liquor store. Don't know why. Just great people.
I like the look of it. I've been wanting to take pictures in front of it, to be honest with you.
Dude, I say
Yeah, I think he lives above
I
it,
like the
doesn't he?
aesthetic.
yes.
Right, I don't know what it's called.
Yes, he
Yeah, I
does.
thought he
I don't
did.
know. I don't know the name of it.
It's right down the road.
I'm just
right
gonna say
past-
the black people in our
just
neighborhoods
past
just have
Purdick-
racist names.
Riptide.
But
I don't know. I can't even.
but
It's like a white and yellow building.
yeah, it's,
before you get
and
to
it's that
Russ's.
yellow.
Yep.
That yellow
It's like
is such a great
I
backdrop
bought
for a lot of
Spice from
pictures.
there way back in the day.
Hell yeah!
Spice.
I know.
I went,
yeah,
I went
exactly.
blind, legit. I went blind for like 15
Yeah,
minutes.
but only
Oh
for a
my
little
goodness.
bit.
Yeah,
Like,
but it
Only for a little bit. I
but
watched
long
somebody
enough
fall
for
and
me.
just-
It
Are you
was, It
complaining?
was long enough for me to accept that I was going to be blind for the rest of my life. Like,
and
I'd
then
have been crying.
vision, my vision came back and I
Right.
was more upset. I was like, I just got comfortable with this.
I just accepted it.
Okay.
15 minutes. That's an emotional 15 minutes.
That spice was some crazy
Like
shit,
13
man.
minutes
Yeah.
in, this is life now.
See
Anyways,
colors.
enough about Spice.
You know what? I think we should dig into it more.
And that will be the next time Jer comes. And the last time when he brings Spice to the studio.
That's right.
So thank you guys all so much for
I
coming on
appreciate it,
today.
man.
I
Thank you for having us.
appreciate having you in here. Once again, Riptide Tattoo. Follow on Instagram at riptide.tattoo.
Yep.
Facebook page as well.
Riptide Tattoo. Yep.
Riptide Tattoo.
Yep, check that
We
out.
got
We
Brother
don't
Jer
do
here.
piercings.
Yes. Check
No
out
piercings.
Steve and literally everyone else at Riptide. Steve, Matt, Britta, new artist, former apprentice, Kaylee
Yep.
Erickson. Just
yeah.
because it's the new one, so I wanted to
yeah,
throw her last name
absolutely.
out there.
There's
And
some people.
special guest artist Nick Simpson. Come out and see That Dead Poet right here, along with Jensen Smith, former friend of the pod, but now he got married, so he doesn't have time for us.
Former friend.
He's gonna be watching.
Lost
and be
soul.
Man,
Man, I thought we were cool.
Thought we would-
Come out see Dose, Jury Folk, and all the amazing vendors that are coming
Yes,
out
yes,
there.
yes.
This is once again, this is June 12th, next Saturday or this coming Saturday from noon to 8 p.m. and the vendors and artists will be out there from 2 to about 6. MK Ultra, Off the Grid, you know them, you love them. Lionheart, Found at the Thrifts, and yeah, hosted by our very own brother Jer.
absolutely.
That's right, man. I appreciate getting the opportunity from
course.
these guys over here to be part of that and to be part of this to put it on.
Of course.
So you're always letting me come in here and
I
Hustle
appreciate
my
you
wares,
guys
you know?
bringing people here. No, and because one, what I started this podcast for was for this, for people who might not know, and if
right.
I have to be honest, if you're watching this podcast, you would have heard about this somehow else. Anyways, but to get this word out there to people who might not have known it, people from
Absolutely.
Grand Rapids who don't know shit about Holland.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
And I'm so glad that you guys trusted me in this podcast to
I appreciate
do so. But also, I really appreciate hanging out with you guys. And one,
Likewise, bro.
I just met you, so great to
Absolutely.
meet you,
Well, it was
Steve.
great
I'm
to meet
so
you.
Good
happy
hang, yeah.
I got to meet you. Thank you for bringing them over, Jared.
Always, bro.
You always bring random people over here, so it's nice.
Yes, that's my move, man.
And thank you so much for coming out again, Jared.
Thanks for having me.
I'm sorry I didn't get to talk to you much, but
all right.
I didn't know you were going to be here.
I
No.
didn't know I was going to be here until 45 minutes before I got here. So.
It's all right. That's what
Hold
Jared
it
does.
together. That's what I do, man. Hope you don't mind that. I figured he was going to be on the event. He wasn't going to have another
Exactly.
artist in. I figured let's round it
Beautiful.
out.
Exactly.
So
And
we're all
absolutely.
friends here.
That's what we're doing.
hyper local event
I mean,
here. So
that's
and podcast.
really the community we have to build.
Well,
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely. And that's
Yeah.
why,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, instead of me just pushing on my own shit. Like,
Exactly.
hey,
Like yeah,
let's
exactly.
get everybody involved.
That's right.
Plus,
That's right.
everybody else has friends.
Yep, absolutely.
And they want to see their shit, so why not shove my shit
Yep.
in there? That sounds, once again, like a sexual innuendo. And we'll leave on that.
The message is shove your shit
Shove
into other
your-
people's shit.
Shove your shit into their butt. Or
start
shit.
sharing.
And
start sharing.
start sharing. Thank you guys so much for checking out this week's podcast. Once again, follow riptide.tattoo on Instagram. Check out their Facebook page. And once again, thank Steve for coming out, please.
Thank you for having
And
me.
check them out June 12th. 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. in Holland, 102 Walnut Street. And thanks again for Brother Jer coming out at Brother Jer on Instagram.
You got it.
And you guys know Brother Adams coming back, correct?
Oh, yeah, we got shows coming up.
That's
so
right.
Look it up at
yeah.
Brother Adams on all those social
Yes.
media. So.
And I mean, that's the great thing about music coming back. And so you will see a little bit of Jer and maybe not Brother Adams, but definitely Brother Jer
That's right.
at Riptide Tattoo grand opening June 12th. Yeah. And you will also see that dead poet, Jared Rios. Thank you so much for coming in, man. Follow on Instagram at that dead poet, all one word. And and on Spotify and
Cash App,
Cash
That
App,
Dead Poet.
Cash App, Venmo,
He's just got a new baby.
wherever you
Yeah,
find
that's right.
music, and
That's right.
send cash
Yeah.
at that dead poet. And you guys know you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at @the_HunterMiles. You can follow the pod on Twitter at Where Is This Go Po, and on Instagram at Where Is This Going Pod. And send us an email. Where is this going pod at gmail.com. Thank you guys. We'll see you next week. Get a tattoo.
Deuces.
Lit. Hit it.